I am really glad that that I majored in the things that I majored in, that I studied all the math and physics and philosophy. First of all, it gives me my themes as a novelist. I feel like I'm in a privileged position to really bridge, you know, what are often called the two cultures. That it's terrifically important to me to be able to write about scientists and mathematicians, you know, from the inside. And I think that they're so much closer, the worlds of the arts and the worlds of the sciences. It means all about beauty, really. So it's very, so I'm very glad that I took the road that I did, and that I thought that literature was not something to study, it was just something to gorge on and to enjoy. I wish I had taken a good Shakespeare class. And that was the one piece of advice I gave my daughters when they went to college: please take a good Shakespeare course. But they ignored me. And have lived to regret it. The critical ability is again, you know, I think that that's terrifically important as a writer. The ability, one of the things that, there is a tension that I feel between the kind of philosophy that I do and my life as a novelist. And I felt it much more keenly when I was younger. Now they don't feel so oppositional as they used to. But it did, I think when I was more under the sway of my philosophical training, it felt much more that they were in tension with each other, that the world of the imagination was not a world of truth-seeking or discovering. I took very seriously Plato's banishing the epic poets. It hurt me very much. And you know, that is, you know, there was something about the precision, the absolute control over everything in the philosophy that I was taught to do, and the letting go and the, you know, channeling from, you know, who knows where when you're writing fiction, that I found, you know, somehow they were not working together. But I don't feel that as much anymore. I've outgrown that, I think. But the thing that philosophy does teach you, which is very useful as a novelist, is the sort of stepping outside yourself, you know, and so subjecting your own viewpoints to critical analysis. But that step outside, and how does it look from other points of view when you're, you know, here are these deep questions that you're arguing with somebody. Your intuitions are so very, very different, and in philosophy, core intuitions matter so much because these are empirically not resolvable issues. So, you know, trying to get a sense of where the other person is coming from, but also looking at yourself and stepping outside yourself, which is such an essential move in creating fiction as well. So in that sense, I've often thought it was very good training. And look, you know, it's true that the unconscious is freed, or whatever it is freed, and you're flooded with ideas and you don't know where they come from. But just good, rigorous thinking and problem solving of all sorts comes up in writing fiction. And you know, thinking clearly is never a bad thing.